Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. This video is going to be sort of like a part 2 to my video that I made about how I taught myself gymnastics. And in that video I talked mostly about what made me start gymnastics and sort of how I got into it and the most important things that I realized on my starting journey. Today I'm going to talk a bit more about what to do when you've actually gotten into it more and when you've started learning harder skills, also what to do when you feel unmotivated and all kinds of things like that. So the first video I made was more about how to do it, and this one is going to be more about how to continue, or at least what I did to be able to continue. The first thing I'll talk about is what to do when you're getting into harder skills, because you could be doing really well and you could be getting all of these harder skills and just improving really easily. But if that's not the case and you're stuck on a skill, it's very easy to become unmotivated. Basically, how do you not give up once you're stuck on a really difficult skill? And what I've found to be the best way to deal with this situation is to simply take a break from the skill that you're struggling with. When you're constantly practicing this same skill over and over again and also constantly failing at doing it, it's sort of just going to be all that's on your mind, and that's not going to be good for your mind because it's also going to feel like you're always failing at gymnastics no matter what you're practicing. But that's, just because you're practicing this same skill over and over. So what I would suggest is basically to take a break from that skill and try to focus on doing other skills, completely different gymnastic skills, and chances are you will eventually feel like you want to get back to that original skill and try it again. And at that point you'll be feeling better about yourself because you've practiced all these other skills that you're better at. Once you come back to it, you'll probably not feel as unmotivated or bored of it, and you'll actually want to achieve it again. So with what I just discussed, that is about if you're feeling unmotivated about one specific skill. But what about if you're feeling unmotivated about every single skill and you feel like you're suddenly getting really bad at everything you do? Basically, if you feel like you're struggling to want to continue doing gymnastics in general, and this is definitely something that can happen, whether it's because you're feeling like you're not improving or whatever it might be. Either way, the best way to handle this situation as well is to take a break. And this time, the break is going to be taking a break from gymnastics in general. Because there really is nothing else that you can do in this situation. If you continue forcing yourself to do it, you're going to feel less and less excited about doing gymnastics. It's just gonna make you hate it even more, and what you need to do is kind of build up that excitement again. And really the only way you can do that is if you take your mind off of it and sort of tell yourself that you don't need to think about it. Then eventually you'll probably feel like a spark of motivation again and you can get back into it. For example, I've taken really long breaks from gymnastics. One time I took a break for 3 years when I stopped posting on this channel and everything. But ultimately, when I sort of came back to it and started to practice again, everything was okay. One thing that I obviously was scared of was that I had maybe lost all my skills. I do think that's something that a lot of people are scared of, so they don't really want to just stop out of nowhere. And I'm obviously not saying that your skills will remain perfect in perfect form just the way you left them if you take a long break and then come back. But it really isn't going to be a problem to get back into it and learn those skills again. Because you never really lose your skills, it's just that you maybe need to refresh your mind and body a bit about how to do them again. Which is not a process that is super difficult, because if you're excited about getting back into it, chances are you'll work really hard for your skills anyway. So, taking a break is not anything that's going to harm your journey, so don't be scared to take a break. But something that has made me want to continue doing gymnastics is having this channel. First of all, because I can document all my progress, and also because I find the filming aspect of it to be just really fun. For example, just filming in pretty locations and making my videos as good as possible is something that makes me want to keep going and also keep getting better at my skills. The fact that I also make tutorials for this channel is definitely something that makes me want to improve all the time, because I want to get new skills that I can then make a tutorial on so I can help other people get that same skill. I just find that to be like a really fun process, and that is just something that for me has been really like a fundamental part of wanting to keep doing this. And with that said, you don't need to have specifically a YouTube channel to continue wanting to learn gymnastics, of course. Maybe you just want to document for yourself by, for example, filming some videos but you don't really post them, and that's a great way to do it as well. Or you could make a gymnastics account on, for example, Instagram or YouTube, as I've done, and any way that you decide to like document your progress is gonna be really helpful for your motivation, and to just look back on is really fun. And even if you don't post anywhere, and just comparing that to what you can do today or in the future, it does make it really fun, and it just kind of adds like an extra element to your gymnastics journey. And when I took a break for a really long time and wanted to come back, it was like a lot of it was because of my YouTube channel, because I kept seeing people were still like commenting on my videos and asking if I was gonna post again, and that of course really made me want to post because like people were wanting me to post. And that, I think, was everything I'm going to bring up today. If you have anything in mind that you would want me to talk about, you can always leave a comment and let me know, because I'm always open for new video ideas, whether it's a tutorial or a sit-down sort of video like this. And just if you have any questions, leave a comment as well. But that was at least everything for this video, so thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it.